Hey, 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 good evening. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I am known as your procrastination strategist, your behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, get your dreams out of your head into your life, and you got it. Get your business to six figures, five figures a month. Can you use 120K plus a year? But anyway, we're not going to talk about that right now. You see what the title of this live feed is. Come on. Good evening, Miss Sharon. Thank you so much for joining. Come on and join me. We're not going to be on here long, but this is the day that we said we're coming on. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we have been doing a pretty good job in keeping our word. So we wanted to come on for a few minutes to spend a little time with you. God bless you. Sister Sharon, thank you so much for joining. We're going to get right into what we're going to be talking about tonight, and we're not going to prolong the time, and we're not going to keep you long, but we're going to keep it moving. Can we do that? Can we keep it moving? So let's keep it moving. Let's share this out. Let's spend a few minutes together. But I just want to share a little bit with you because sometimes the support that we need costs. Sometimes the support that we need, sometimes we feel like, I don't have a supporting circle. I don't have anybody that be. Sometimes what we need, good evening, Barbara. Thank you so much for joining. Sometimes the support that we need costs. And this is the mistake that a lot of people are allowing to happen. They feel like if they don't have the support of family and friends, that they shouldn't be doing anything. Hey, Brother Warren, thank you so much for joining. Some of us feel like if I don't have the support of those that I have supported, we feel like if I don't have the support of my family and my friends, good evening, Pastor Carol, thank you so much for joining. If we don't have the support of our friends, and if we don't have the support of our families, and we don't have the support of people that supported us, we allow that to stop us. But Coach O stopped by here to tell you a little something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the secret sauce of your success. Don't allow the non-support of people you supported, family members and friends, to stop you from being great. Stop you from living the life of your dreams. Stop you from doing the things that you desire. Sometimes we have to pay for the support that we need. Right? I went to my sister Taylor's graduation to support her. God bless you, Brother Warren. That's a blessing to have family there. But I want you to really grab onto what I'm saying. A lot of us let that stop us because the people that we need, the people that we want, the people that we desire, we will allow their non-support to stop us from doing what we want to do. Sometimes we feel like I can't do better than. I cannot go after my dreams because they will be upset with me. They won't support me. They won't come. They'll make me feel bad. Our support usually do not come from those closest to us. Yes. And if most people will get that, they would have more joy and more peace. But I want to encourage you on tonight that, sometimes you have to pay for the support that you need. You may need support, and your family, friends, and those that you have supported may not be there, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't get the support. And this is a good example right here. And I don't suggest this, but this was back in the day when I needed it. I don't need it now, but years ago when, good evening, Bishop, joining us from Pakistan. Thank you so much. We have a great diverse of locations on here, really. You're looking at, I have Pakistan on here. I have Washington, D.C. I have Texas on here, Arkansas. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Rep your city. But this is an example. I remember when, this has been many years ago, but it still happened. It's still a part of my life. But, with the check cashing places. But I got to a point where I said I would rather go to the check cashing place because you had people that you knew could help you, but they wouldn't let you borrow any money, right? So you figure you go and pay the interest fee to get what you need at the time. You go and pay it off, right? You go and pay it off and do what you need to do. So you have to sometimes you have to pay for the support that you need. That was my point for making that example. But you don't let that stop you when you don't have it from the people that you thought was going to give it to you. A lot of us, we are taking the non-support of family members and friends, and we're allowing that to keep us stuck. Thank you so much, Bishop. We are allowing that to keep us stuck. You have to get to a point that you do not allow the non-support of loved ones, family, and friends. You do not allow that to stop you, but what you have to allow that to do for you, you let that be your fuel to keep going. You have to use that. You have to use that for your energy. You have to use that. You have to use that for your guidance and for your direction. See, you have to use that to say that although they didn't give me what I needed, although they was not there when I wanted them to be there, but that cannot stop me. You know, as Les Brown says, he said, you got to be hungry. You got to be hungry to a point that you don't let nothing and nobody stop what you have started because they're not supporting you. They don't believe in you. They're not cheering for you. They're not on the sidelines. But you have to make it up in your mind that said, whether they be here with me, whether they're able to experience this with me, whether they support me or not, I got to do this thing. So I want you to encourage yourself. Sometimes in what you do, you have to encourage yourself. Because see, everybody that's smiling is not supporting, right? Everybody that is around is not a support. Some people are around because they need information. Because see, the enemy, his old strategy now, he had an old strategy where he tried to use the same old tricks, but he's trying to get a little smart. But he still don't have nothing on those that got the Lord on their side, right? Yes, you gotta know. You know, I am. It is hard to stop a determined person. Determined people are very dangerous because it doesn't matter what get in our way. It doesn't matter who or what try to stop us. We just keep going. We just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. You must keep it moving. That's my thing. That's been my thing all the time. It doesn't matter what come up. It doesn't matter what come out. It doesn't matter who don't come out. It doesn't matter who don't support. You must keep moving. And you're going to have some people that's hating on you. Can you know that? Can I help you out tonight? You're going to have some people that's legitimately not happy for you. Yes, you got to be your own cheerleader. You got to be the one on the sideline. You got to be the one in the game. You got to be the one in the dressing room. You got to be the one to do the pep talk, the prep talk, the positive talk. You got to be the one to do it all. You must encourage yourself. You must encourage yourself to keep going when they want you to stop. You must encourage yourself to keep moving when they thought what they didn't do was going to stop you. When they didn't believe in what you brought to the table. They told you that it was not going to work. They told you that it was not possible. Have you ever heard somebody, when you tell them you're so excited about what you want them to know about, you're so excited to share your news with them, and they want to tell you, I know somebody that tried that and it didn't work for them. Listen. They don't have the grind that you have, the determination. They don't have the why that you have. They don't have the hunger that you have. Don't let somebody else's failure be yours. Don't take that as your ownership. That's not yours. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Because I'm going to tell you, good evening, Godfidence. Thank you so much for joining. Whatever you put your mind to and you put your heart in, they can't stop you. I don't care how many times they tried it. I don't care how many people they know tried it. That doesn't mean that's going to be your result. So I want you to encourage yourself to say, it doesn't matter how many people fail before me. Their failure is not my failure because their effort is not necessarily my effort. You got to know what you're willing to put in the thing. See, they probably was half stepping when you going to whole step. Come on, y'all, talk to me. We're not going to be on here long. They probably was half stepping because see, how many people that you know will start something and when it don't work the day of? Because see, I'm telling you, you're going to think I'm an overnight success. But the work I put in now, the work that I've been putting in for years, it's going to be manifesting. You're going to think that I just all of a sudden just came, that I'm an overnight success. But no, boo, I've been working at this for a long time. Good evening, Miss Connie. Thank you so much for joining. Their failures are not my failures. Good evening, Latoya. Thank you so much for joining. I got a sticky up here, and this is what I tell myself. You probably can't read this, but it says, be uncomfortable now while you are young so you can live comfortably when you get older. See, you got to hustle. You cannot sit around and lay around all day, 7 days a week. You got to hustle. But see, you're not always going to have to hustle. You hustling now, so later on, you won't have to hustle. I get up to hustle. I get up to grind. You're not going to beat me. See, most people, I can guarantee you're not going to outwork me. You may have a few more skills than I have. You may have a few more degrees. You may have a little more in front of your name, behind your name. I got some degrees too now, but that's not important. You're not going to outwork me. You ain't gonna do it. You gotta be hungry. You gotta be willing to work while everybody else is sleeping. See, a person like me, I take cat naps. I take enough to get rest where I'm not sleepy. I can function all through the day, do everything that I need to do. But you gotta get to a point that you are willing and you're ready to go all in. Their failures are not my failures. Their failures are not your failures. Do not. Good evening, D. Thank you so much for joining. Do not take the ownership of somebody else's lack of work ethics, lack of grind, lack of perseverance, lack of determination. They may not want it as bad as you do. They may not want it as bad and as much as you do. You gotta go all in. It's time to go all in. We got to stop half-stepping. You got to put your whole self out there. You got to put your whole self. You got to get to a point that you don't care who's watching and you don't care what they're saying. You know why you out there. You know what it is that you need to do, and just do it. Because you're going to have some people, they're going to always have some. They're going to have some. Have you noticed? Listen. Have you noticed that people that are not doing anything, they always know a better way that you can do it? And then when you give them the carpet, when you tell them go ahead, when you tell them to show me, they're not willing to show you because they're scared. You got people that's not willing to do what you're doing. You got people that will never step up to the plate to bat. They would never step up to pitch. They would never get out on the field to run, but they worry about how you do it. They worry about you doing too much. They worry about you not doing enough. They worry about that you're all over the place. You're doing this, that, and the third, but they're doing nothing. See, they have too much time to evaluate what you're doing. But I want to encourage you. The people that are not doing anything, they're the ones that's trying to discourage you because misery loves company. They don't want to see you successful. They don't want to see you do you. They don't want to see you make it. You have some people that are waiting. They are waiting. They're only around because they're waiting to see you fail. They're waiting to see you fail. They want to see you have a panic attack. They want to see you break down. They want to see it not work. But I come to encourage you today. Know that there is always a ram in the bush. And he always have somebody that's going to support you. People that you didn't even think like you. People that you didn't even think was watching you. People that you didn't even know. The people that you had no idea. Good evening, April. Good evening, Belinda. Thank you so much for joining. You had no idea that they knew that you even existed. Those are the people that's going to tell you, go ahead, girl. Those are going to be the people that say, guy, you got it. Those are going to be the people that say you can do it. Those are going to be the people that say you can make it. See, the people that you are expecting, your boo, the bae, your chocolate drop, your honeydew, your husband, sometimes your wife, sometimes it's your kids, sometimes it's your parents. You got people that you have supported that will never support you. They looking at you cockeyed and they're proud of you on the inside, but they'll never tell you you're doing a good job. Don't let that discourage you. Don't let that get you unfocused. You let that be the fire up under your feet to keep it moving. You let that be you got to run so like your feet don't burn off. You got to run so like you know what's under your feet is hot. It's hot. It's too hot for you to stay in the same place. It's too hot for you to keep doing the same thing. You got to move. You got to move. You got something in you. And people need what you have. You have something in you and people need what you have. So you got to move like you crazy. You got to move like you crazy. They already think you're crazy because you're doing too much. You know, people tell me I don't sleep. But I be working. I am working. I am working. I am working so at one point that I don't have to work. And baby, when I get to the point where I'm able to go like I want to go and do what I have to, I don't have to worry about, one of my coaches said, we learning skills to pay the bills for the rest of our life. We are learning skills to pay the bills for the rest of our lives. When you get the skills, it doesn't matter about who's not supporting you. When you get the skills, it doesn't matter if you lose it. You have the skills to get it again. Have you ever seen stuff that don't work where you can go and start something else and go past where you last was? You know why? Because you got the grind, baby. You know why? Because you got the determination. You know why? Because you're relentless. They can't stop you. They cannot stop you. And I know somebody, they may get tired of hearing me say that. But see, this message, the message I'm giving to you is the message that I give to me. I talk to me before I talk to you. You can't stop this. And we don't have to say the struggle is real. We're going to say that life happens. But what we do with what life happens, we go through life. We don't let life, we go through life. We deal with life. We respond with life. But we don't get stuck with life. We're going to live the life of our dreams and not of our disasters. Listen, it is time to stop living these disastrous lives because people don't support us. People don't believe in what we got going on. And it ain't that they don't believe. They see you. They watching. They looking and lurking, and they ain't clicking and liking. That's okay. This is not about people looking and liking. It's not about people being raving fans. You want those type of people that's looking and not buying, they're not your customer. You only can call a person a customer when they done bought something, right? So people that's looking, they're observers. Look at them as observers. They're sightseeing. Let them look all they want to. You give them something to look at. You give them something to look at. You don't shrink back to fit in. You was designed to stand out. Look, I got all this stuff. This is another thing that I look up and see. I had it up here with my thumbtack. But when I look around stuff that's gonna keep me motivated. Motivated. This is the motivation. You have to think different. When you think different, you'll begin to see things different. You'll begin to live different. You'll begin to move different. You'll begin to feel different. You always got to think different. Stop trying to fit in where you was designed to stand out. I don't care what color the affair is. You'll always see me. You'll always see me. You got to think different. And it's not that I'm trying to be seen, but I cannot not be seen when I'm not looking like everybody else. Right? I had an experience today. I'm on a call, and I know the person taking pictures. Nobody gave you no permission to take pictures. You're doing videos for what? I'm out here. Get on these social media streets, and you'll see me. You ain't got to be sneaking and take no picture of me. What you sneaking and taking pictures for? What you want to know, I'll tell you. Like, really? I don't have time for no games. But listen, we getting ready to get out of here. But I want you to know, you got to keep it moving. I've been out here in these social media streets for a little while now. For a while. It's no shrinking back. It's no quitting. It's no being discouraged and disappointed. It's no thinking that it's not going to work. It can't not work, right? It got to work. It's going to work. And I encourage you on today. You are not going to continue to have a thing to come up in your mind, in your thoughts, in your hearts if it's not supposed to be. The reason it keep coming up is because you haven't did it yet. So it's time for you to get up, do the things that you know you're supposed to be doing, and keep it moving, baby, because you better believe this. Coach O, she's always going to show up. I don't come on here trying to be perfect. Sometimes, sometimes mispronounce. See, y'all, this is what's stopping you from starting. Can I help you out? What's stopping you from starting is you think that you're trying to be perfect for imperfect people. People that have the same problems that you have. They don't know how to pronounce every word. They don't speak every word correctly. And some of us, you know, we just got a little ghetto in us. I mean, can we just be real? People want you to be real. I don't need you acting like you this super phony person and acting like you got it all together. I need somebody that's like me, that got a few issues, that's still trying to work some stuff out, that's struggling a little bit, but they're working to be better than the person they was yesterday. We can talk. But for the person that got it all together, boo, bye. I need you to know the struggle is not real. I want you to know that life is real. You know, Charles Swindoll said something like this, that life is only 10% of what happens to you. The other 90% is how you respond. You got to be able to respond how life happened. But see, a lot of us are not starting because we're trying to be perfect. And what perfect is doing, perfect is causing you to procrastinate. Because you're always trying to get it right. You always starting over. You don't want to put it out there. Do you know when you're going to get better? You're going to get better when you put it out there. People talk about it. You improve it. You do it again. You put it out there. You do it again. You put it out there. You let them critique you. You change it. You correct it. And you keep it moving. I'm going to keep showing up. And you know, every time I show up here, I show up, there's somebody that's going to inbox me. I show up here, there's somebody that need what I have. I show up here, you have to continue. You must continue to show up. Because while you being perfect, like, as well as I know his name, Grant Cardone, he said, it may make sense, but it don't make no money. See, sometimes we trying to make sense and we trying to be right, but we broke. We're so right and we're correcting everything, but we're broke, suffering. Grant Cardone, like I said, he said, it may make sense, but it ain't making no money. Stop trying to be perfect. It says better done than perfect. Let's start something. You don't know if it don't work if you don't start it. Perfection is stopping a lot of you. Judge me. You know, because do you know, when people are talking to you about other people, they still giving you press. That's PR. That's press release. She loud. She talk fast. She this, she that, whatever. Now, I haven't heard nobody say that, but I know they say it. But do you think I care? Because if I did, I wouldn't keep showing up. Today, I was on here twice. And guess what? I'll be on here tomorrow, the next day, and 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 the next day, next month, next quarter, next year. I'll be back. Look, I'm getting ready to get out here because I have not eaten. I didn't do a good job today. It's 8:50, but it'll be ready in a minute. It's in the oven. I'm getting ready. But listen, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I'm known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence. Stop procrastinating. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. And we're getting your business up to 10K a month. Yeah, a month. You heard it. A month. 10K a month. Love it. Love you all. We'll be right back here tomorrow morning with 1 minute with Dr. Onika, and we'll be back on here on Friday. And if you're not a part of the BBB Balance, we're here 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 to 6 o'clock, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Look, perfect, imperfect, right, wrong, I'll be back. And I hope to see you here. I'll talk to you later. Bye.